Welcome, dear soul, to a journey through the luminous words of Rumi, a poet whose voice carries the mysticism of the universe and the tender ache of longing. As we wander together through this tapestry of passion, faith, and love, let us sink into a quiet embrace of hope, romance, and a gentle melancholy that softly unfolds the heart. The entire cosmos stirs from the fire of the passionate one, truth itself, whose fierce and unyielding presence gave birth to all that lives. It's as if the world pulses with that same bold zeal, an energy moving forward, leading the realm with unstoppable momentum. Picture this force as the very soul, and the world as its body, intimately bound, two parts of a living dance. The soul imparts its colors, both light and shadow, good and bad, onto this earthly form, reminding us how what dwells inside shapes the world we touch. Those who make the altar of prayer the center of their being find their path naturally pulled toward faith's gentle embrace. It is a quiet certainty like the soft rise of dawn, a steady unfolding of trust. To serve the king is to wear both honor and burden. Though it brings closeness to power, there is always a hidden loss beneath the grandeur, a price paid in silence. Sitting by the Sultan's side is warm yet cautious, companionship shadowed by care. And begging at his door? Such an act carries sorrow and bitterness, a wound, raw and unjust. Approaching the king to kiss his hand is a delicate moment of reverence, a sacred dance between humility and awe. But to go further, to bow and kiss his feet, is seen as a fault, an irony that twists surrender into shame. Service laid down with one's head at the feet is the deepest offering, yet every step before that true devotion is marked by error. The king guards his passion like a fierce flame, and to turn away after witnessing his face is a harsh betrayal, sharp and painful. Truth's zeal is pure and nourishing, like the scent of golden wheat on the breeze, while the fleeting passions of ordinary souls are like chaff, light, scattered, and easily lost. At the root of all true passion lies the divine spark, a sacred seed from which all fervor grows. The passions of creatures are mere branches, fragile and fallible, while truth itself remains flawless and eternal. Now, pause with me for a moment of deep, honest lament. A complaint carried from the heart. The beloved's cruelty wounds a tenfold heart, and in that pain, sorrow finds strange comfort. Our cries become a language she listens to. Love demands the sighs and pains of both this world and the next, hunger fed by endless longing. Bitter tears flow freely from her hands, and how could one not be caught in the dizzy embrace of those who are drunk on her spell? Without her, night stretches endlessly, dark and cold, longing for the dawn of her radiant face. There is sweetness even in her sickness, a cherished ache within the soul, a sacrifice offered for the beloved who wounds with as much power as she enchants. Loving one's own suffering becomes a raw truth, each pain a thread woven into the fabric of devotion. All is given for the pleasure of the king, the sovereign of the heart. Grief itself transforms into beauty, as sorrow's dust becomes coal for the eyes, filling them with precious gems. Tears are mistaken by the world as mere drops, but to love, these are priceless jewels. From the depths of the soul comes both complaint and story, an honest recounting that the heart whispers. Who has caused such deep hurt? And even in the face of deceit, there is a fragile smile, a tender human strength that quietly endures. A plea rises. Be truthful, noble one. Be steadfast in your pride and integrity. Together, the crown and the threshold weave a closeness that blurs the lines between majesty and humility. Where are we? Where is the self? Beyond these divisions waits the beloved. The soul freed from separation soars beyond ego, a subtle essence weaving through all beings, merging man and woman into a sacred oneness, the divine you. When this union dissolves, what remains is pure love without form. The dance of I and we was created so that we might lose ourselves in service to the higher self, until all become one soul, fully immersed in the beloved's eternal embrace. All of this is here waiting, an invitation to awaken, to receive the beloved's command. Beyond words and speech, the one transcends all expression, too vast for the body's limited sight. Our minds play with sorrow and joy like gentle waves, embracing the full spectrum of emotions with a human heart that may not always be ready to witness such depths. The soul's life depends on this delicate balance of laughter and tears, ebbing and flowing through our days. Love's garden is endlessly green, bursting with the fruits of joy and sorrow that nourish the spirit. True love rises beyond these fleeting states, vibrant and fresh beyond the seasons. A tender plea is made for the blessing of beauty's grace, a story shared of a soul torn yet brave, enraptured by the playful glance that leaves a fresh wound upon the heart. Forgiveness flows freely, even as the beloved drifts away, fleeing the very cries of this earthly pain. What sorrow weighs so heavily on the sorrowful heart? Yet with each sunrise comes new light, like a bubbling spring of hope breaking through the dawn. The beloved awakens wild passion, lips sweeter than sugar, breathing new life into an old world, warming even the broken and weary parts within. In this sacred space, the story of the rose and its nightingale unfolds, a song of separation and longing that transcends joy and sorrow. Beyond fantasy and illusion lies a rare and precious state, a quiet wisdom that knows truth's power without question. Do not settle in the extremes of suffering or kindness, for all fleeting events pass away, while truth alone remains, steady and eternal. Morning rises now, a refuge and the light itself. Humble apologies are offered with grace to the universal mind and the soul's vast depths. The soul's radiant coral shines, reflecting the dawn's light, and with joyous wine in hand, the gift of love fills the heart with gratitude. What is this wine that stirs such joy? It bubbles forth from the fire within, the restless passion of the soul, spinning like a dance that moves both mind and heart. In this play of spirits, the wine is drunk on us, not the other way around, and forms a Bayard-shaping touch, soft as bees crafting wax into their homes, steady and gentle, moment by moment. Let us rest here a while, in the glow of these words, carrying their tender light with us. Return any time you wish, for in Rumi's poetry, there is always a safe place to feel deeply and to dream quietly. May this calm presence stay with you, a gentle companion on your own path.